What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. With me are my pals Tom Shelby.
Hello.
Shanae Howard.
Sup?
Every week we get together with some news stories that we found the previous week and thought were interesting and wanted to share with you guys. This week, we have stories from the week of April 16th through April 22nd, 2017. First up, stuff about Dota 2.
Yeah, so this week there was a new Dota 2 update that requires players to register their phone number in order to play ranked.
Yes, I've heard about this.
What do you think about that?
I think they're getting those digits.
Well, I mean, obviously they're getting those because people want to play that shit.
Yeah.
But like,
So it's
you feel forced, right? Like, because I'm sure there's people that love to play ranked that don't want to give up their phone number.
Yeah, so from what I understand, it's meant to cut down on cheating.
Like, we're gonna call you if you cheat or what?
Or it's
mom.
like it's for the. Do you know what your son's been doing in Dota 2 this week? So it's basically something about cheating or using additional accounts or something like that. But they put some kind of game balance reasoning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play Dota, but as a principle, I'm not sure that I'm necessarily opposed to it, but I'm sure there's another way, right?
You play.
Go through Uplay, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with Overwatch?
So Stevens College, an all-women's college in Columbia, Missouri, in the
Good guy,
fall.
Steven.
Yes, sure, absolutely. In the fall of this year, is launching a varsity esports program for their female students to compete in Overwatch.
Right on. And there's a scholarship that comes with that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I read up a little bit on that too. So apparently, they've actually launched a scholarship specifically for esports. So you can go to college on a video game scholarship, kind of.
Radical.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So progress. What's going on with the Sims 4?
This is my favorite story of the week.
Cool.
A modder named Turbo Driver
Nice name.
has released a mod with the backing of 1,009 patrons, an amount of $4,200 a month, called Wicked Whims.
Okay.
And what Wicked Whims does is, hold on,
Okay.
is it lets you select all the different ways to woohoo.
Nice.
You got anal.
Nice.
You got backwards blowjobs.
So are we?
Backwards
Have we ascertained as to how that works?
I mean, you and I made some assumptions as to how
we
that
had
works, but-
speculation that
Yeah.
it's where. Anyway, so
So yeah,
Well,
very
no, wait, what? Okay, we'll talk about this later.
very
Yeah.
successful, unofficial Sims 4 mod. And,
the internet being what it is,
I
don't
like it.
I don't imagine that's much of a surprise.
I like all
I-
those people
I put
supporting
$20 down.
supporting the sexy Sims woohoo.
Yeah, I mean we want to watch those living dolls do it.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I
let's
like
get it
it.
done.
I'm for it.
That's the only thing Avatar was missing.
Nice. What's going on with China?
So, starting May 1st in China, video games have to have probability on loot boxes.
Okay.
So people know the chance of what they're buying.
Good for them.
Plenty of countries have like rules about gambling where you have like the machines have to say the probability on there,
Right.
so people know what they're paying for.
Right.
Also, there is a Chinese live action Contra movie in the works.
Damn.
I like this.
Konami's just making all the right moves.
Yes.
I'm blanking on her name, but there is a female actress that is confirmed to be in it. The two leads have not been named as which actors are playing them yet.
Jessica Negri.
Najiri?
Whatever.
Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Speaking of Konami, Bomberman R, Super Bomberman R that came out for Switch, Konami just in their latest update just gave a bunch of free DLC out for that, which is very un-Konami, so that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I actually think I have something about that in my news today. So I'll tell you what that is.
Spoiled it.
It's okay. Not a big deal.
So, and then also, there is a Nintendo rumor on Eurogamer right now that there is going to be an SNES Mini
Oh, yeah.
Classics. Uh,
Probably gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean they quoted Nintendo representatives saying that the NES Classic was not meant to be put on production forever,
Right.
which makes it seem more like it's a line. If they're planning on stopping it, it seems like they would. It's because they have the next thing.
Yeah.
Well, the NES Classic was marketed as a line. Like on the box, there's a label that indicates it is a line of product. So we never talked about this on the news or on the show, but they are ceasing production of the NES Classic Mini, right?
Right.
And a lot of people were like, "Why the hell would they do that? They're just printing money with that thing." So one, this is maybe a reason as to why they're doing it. I think the main reason they're doing it is that there are 30 games on that console that sells for $60, right? $2 a game. Whereas the eShop counterparts to those sell for $4 to $5 to $8, right? So you stand to make much more money there, especially when you take into account shipping costs, production costs, things of that nature. And I think it's pretty obvious that eShop will launch, or Virtual Console will launch on Switch probably very soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand how the news of the production of the NES Classic ceasing would be disappointing, but I guess I just didn't find myself all that surprised by that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the smart move.
Yeah.
And apparently the SNES Mini is going to be coming out this year.
Because I feel like holiday of last year was definitely the best time, because people were buying those as Christmas presents. It's a great Christmas present. So.
Oh, did you see the statement from Reggie Fils-Aimé about who they thought the audience for that was?
No.
They thought it
No.
would be a casual audience, like moms, dads, little kids, stuff like that. They didn't foresee people our age wanting that thing.
Yeah.
Even though people our age is the majority of gamers.
Good job, Reggie. I guess
Yeah.
you weren't listening closely to that one. Anyway, what's going on with this Splatoon business?
So
Splatoomer.
Splatoomer.
it's not a Splatoomer. It is a fact. May 15th, there is a Splatoon manga coming out for all the people who can't get enough of it. It looks like it's going to be really fun, cute. Give this game that you already love a storyline.
Is it in black and white?
Can't get enough of them anime books.
Because I feel like that would be a fun coloring book.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tom.
Yeah.
No, it's not. If the cover's anything to go by.
Just
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
We should work there, because we know what we're doing.
include some fucking rose art crayons in there.
Yeah.
Nobody wants rose art, but you'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, a game when you're basing some kind of book off a game that is so all about color, it makes sense. But so it goes.
Yeah.
So, Tom, Shanae, you know about the Tom? I'm sure you know about this. Shanae, you know about the Friday the 13th game?
No.
Okay.
I have a lot of hatred for that game.
I feel like I may have heard about it, but I don't remember it, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. So there's an actual there's a Friday the 13th game that is coming out. It was delayed to this year. It's coming out in May on the 26th for $40. So there was another Friday the 13th project. They got shut down.
For being too spooky?
No. There was a Kickstarter project for a game. I can't remember the name of that game. The game was exactly the game that they are releasing.
Yeah.
But, they didn't want them using their IP. So they told them, you can't use our IP. They renamed the game and reworked some assets and all that. And then they announced this game, which is basically just that idea with the license.
Yeah.
Although Adam Sessler does have a part in this game, who is a person in the industry that I do respect. So I don't know. It's weird.
So the game will feature 1 versus 7 asymmetric multiplayer. One person playing as Jason Voorhees, the other 7 playing as the horny teenagers. And
I think they're camp counselors.
yeah, but
They're still horny.
your
teenagers.
mission as Jason Voorhees is to stamp out premarital sex, because Tom and I figured out that the reason Jason Voorhees kills these teenagers is because he hates premarital sex.
He's a good, clean man.
Yeah, he's a good Christian man. Okay. So again, if you're looking forward to that, May 26th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, coming out at $40. So There you go. Two Worlds 2 getting story DLC
No shit.
5 years after its release.
Weird.
Um,
It's probably something that they've been working on.
yeah.
Like since then, and probably just never got around to finishing it.
So it was
And are now like, we may as well make some money rather than just taking a loss, you know?
yeah. So it was announced last year when Two Worlds 3 was confirmed. But
What a weird way when you have a game with a number in it. Like we talked about, like Left 4 Dead
yeah,
4.
that's
that
what I'm
would
saying.
happen,
That's
you know?
why Left 4 Dead needs to
Yeah.
continue, just so we can get to Left 4 Dead
Like
4.
Two Worlds 3 sounds weird.
Yeah. So it's the DLC is called Tenebrae, and it's going to be. It was expected not to be out any later than June of last year, but it's just now approaching its release. I don't have an actual date here yet, but I don't know that anybody is really waiting with bated breath for that. But I just thought it was interesting that they're just now releasing DLC for that game.
There's one guy, you know, at least.
There's got to be.
One.
Yeah.
That one fella.
That one stalwart fan. So I got some March 2017 numbers as far as top 10 games.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. Not
Yeah.
on the show, but we talked about this.
Yeah. So one of the consistency. So we have it listed here by consoles and as well as PC. So across PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Ghost Recon Wildlands was the number one seller across all three.
Right.
That's surprising.
Yeah, considering how much shit people were talking, yeah, it is surprising.
It is surprising. And of course, as you know, in general for top 10 games like across all platforms, Breath of the Wild was number 2.
Not bad considering the small install base.
Yeah.
Also number 1 in Europe.
Number 3, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Boo.
Number 4, Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, I think it's important to note that for Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn, we're not taking into account digital sales.
It's also important to note that those games are limited as far
Yeah.
as the player base.
Right. MLB The Show 17, again, not accounting for digital sales.
I want it.
Grand Theft Auto 5 at number 6.
Still holding on.
Yeah, For Honor at number 7. NBA 2K17 at number 8. Nier Automata at number 9. And Infinite Warfare at number 10. So what was interesting to me about this list is, as Tom pointed out, is that a number of games on this list, Mass Effect, Ghost Recon, and Infinite Warfare, who received lots of negative criticisms,
Are some of the best-selling games.
are some of the best-selling games.
We brought it up last year with Infinite Warfare, how it had one of the shortest amounts of time to sell,
Yeah.
and still outsold every game last year.
Right.
You know,
So that's kind of what made it catch my eye. And of course, with the Nintendo Switch, only 6 games were actually listed, and of course, Breath of the Wild topped that list, followed by 1-2 Switch,
ugh.
and some other games. But yeah, I thought it was interesting because of the
Don't you dare just brush off Just Dance 2017. It was number 4.
Hey, Snipper Clips on that list?
it's got to be. My list didn't go down that far. Wait,
All right.
wait, yes, it did. So Just Dance 2017, The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth, and Skylanders Imaginators.
Snipper Clips is not on there.
Yeah.
That's a damn
I
shame.
call shade. I call rigging this.
How much do you actually like Snipper Clips?
Love it.
I liked it
love
more
it.
than the other games I haven't played.
All right. Bandai Namco trademarks Pac-Man Maker.
Yeah, weird. Let's jump on that bandwagon, huh?
Right. I mean, sure, why
Hey,
not? Let's make our own
Tom, did you
Pac-Mans.
know that Pac-Man was drawn as a circle?
Yes.
So it'd be easier for people to make fan art for him?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, just want
Yeah,
to
I
make
knew
sure.
that one.
Yeah.
I'm never telling you anything again.
Let's see. So they released a trademark. I don't see any actual confirmation of development. But you pretty much can imagine what that game is.
Drawing maps.
Drawing maps, making your Pac-Mans, maybe color the ghosts different I don't know.
Super
But
Mario Maker, basically, for Pac-Man.
yeah. And so you
There's
know,
so much you can do in Pac-Man.
yeah. So if you really like Pac-Man and you've longed for the past 35 years to make your own Pac-Man levels,
Just play Championship Edition.
just play Championship Edition. Reservoir Dogs getting another game.
What?
It's called It's actually coming out next month.
I liked the shitty Reservoir Dogs game.
So this game is called Reservoir Dogs Bloody Days. So it's coming out, as I said, it's coming out next month. Decidedly very different art style. It's very much more. It actually looks kind of like Firewatch, as far as like the character models and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of. I don't really. There's a cinematic trailer out there if you want to watch it.
Just play Payday.
And it's going to actually be a top-down shooter.
I do like top-down.
It's going to be like a 3D top-down shooter.
Isometric?
No, more like a Hotline Miami.
Mm.
So if you're looking for that next Reservoir Dogs game, Tom, here it comes.
Okay.
And over 20 Japanese Unreal Engine Switch games in development, according to Epic.
No surprise.
Yeah. So we'll see what those games turn out to be. I mean, as we know, they're over.
Shanae.
What is
My
that?
fault. My fault.
What are you doing?
I'm being a nuisance.
It's fine.
I'm ruining everything.
It's fine.
As we know, there
The Empire's crumbling.
over 80 games that had been announced as having been in development for the Switch.
Over 100.
Over 100. So, I mean, naturally, we're probably not going to see all 100 of those games.
But Unreal is very flexible. It could be anything. I'm pretty sure Snake Pass was made with Unreal.
Yeah.
You know.
And to your point about Bomberman earlier, getting Pyramid Head, Simon Belmont, and Vic Viper coming to Bomberman as playable characters.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
They
Didn't
have
know
to
who
move
Vic
up a
Viper
little
was
bit.
until today. He's a dude from Gradius. You ever play Gradius, Shanae?
No.
For your time.
Yep.
But yeah. So if you were looking to play as any of those characters in Bomberman, there you have it. And that's our news for the week. If you have any news stories or any tips that you want to pass along to us, you can, of course, drop us a line at savecontinuepodcast@gmail.com. You can also drop us a line at the Save Continue Podcast on Facebook. This has been the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. With me is Shanae Howard and Tom Shelby.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
See you next week, guys.